Bitcoin has seen quite the volatility to the downside today, but I want to go over a few reasons why I think this pullback is actually totally fine and why I'm actually long once again from this little pullback. And guys, I just want to hop over to my 4-hour chart just to show you my basic structure. And I was talking about this in my previous video that, you know, we set this high here, and actually I'm going to change the color to my normal colors here. So we had this high with this range back here, and we set a higher high with this range here. So our lowest point between those two is this level here. So as long as we are above this kind of 21.3K area, to me, it looks like we're just holding a higher high, higher low trajectory in a bullish trend. So I'm not too concerned with what I'm seeing right now. Yes, I absolutely see reason why we could dump a little bit further. You know, maybe we do get a third touch point. Oops, change my colors again. Sorry about that. Maybe we get moved to the downside just to retest this upward sloping channel for a third time or something like that. Totally wouldn't be all too unexpected, but as it stands right now, if I go over to, let's say, my 15-minute chart here. No, I think it was actually my 5-minute chart that I was pointing out in my previous streams there, that I was actually riding a long position on this rally just because we had this failed break we had this support level here, and we had a failed break here. So we had the candle wick below that level, but we never got any candle closes below that level. And if you zoom right in, I mean, I can hop right over to the 1-minute chart to really show you what happened here, really micro analyzing here. But even on the 1-minute, a candle never actually closed below that green line. And even the next candle just kind of gave it that retest, and you can see the candle bodies stayed above that level. So it was looking like there was a fair bit of support there, and that's what led me to be a little bit bullish on that little rally that we just had in the last couple days here. And this pullback that we had today, we kind of came back towards that same area and quickly got bought back up. Now, one thing I want to comment on about this is this wick, this crazy wick here, was, I believe, only on Bybit. Most other exchanges I checked never had this wick, so I'm kind of wanting to discredit this. Usually, you guys know I'm a big believer in really going right to the wick. I believe in counting wicks, but this one, just the fact that it never showed up on a lot of exchanges, I don't know if I want to consider that we got that big of a sell-off. So, you know, maybe we never actually broke as much structure as it looked like we did. But even that being said, guys, I can hop over to the 1-hour chart here. And it's actually quite funny how well that, even if that was manipulation or an illiquid order book or something like that, it's pretty crazy still how well the technicals line up there. I mean, there's no denying it that this is a very accurate trend line right here. And we basically wicked perfectly to it with that little scam wick that Bybit got there. So, you know, maybe we should count it. And in which case, it just looks like a beautiful resistance to support flip there. And we've got bought back up since that. So, I don't know. Things don't look all too bad in my opinion. Hopping over to the daily, I mean, we're still gonna have to see what happens. I have to admit I'm cautiously bullish. I'm not full moon boy right now because it does look like we lost a lot of momentum on the daily chart and stuff like that. And there is some alarming signs that I'm seeing with my MDX algo indicators currently. You can see that if I bring this up, this is on the hourly chart, but the trend confluence right now is just above us, which could be some strong resistance going ahead. So there is that to be a little bit cautious of. Let's see, what else can we point out with the indicators here? Something I'm seeing right now, actually, this thing absolutely nailed this dump. This is on the 15-minute chart. The oscillator 4 up here, I love when these indicators line up like this. The oscillator 4 had this bearish pivot point at the top of the band here. Got a whole bunch of these orange dots, take profits. That just a bit of a warning there on the Algo 3. And then the oscillator 5 down here had the big red overbought dot right there. So all three indicators lining up. The last one was right at the very top. So that's where this red dot came in. So absolutely nailed that. I never did catch that entire short or anything like that. But that indicator sure did. So that's very interesting to see there. So right now, yeah, even on the 15-minute chart, this would be the hourly trend confluence that's just above us right now. We can really zoom into the 5-minute and see it as well. It'll be the same one automatically. And you can see we're kind of getting that same thing I was talking about with the support earlier, is we're seeing the candles wicking past this this important resistance level because the indicator's pointing it out here. But we're not actually closing beyond that. So that's something we're going to have to pay attention to right now for those of you who do have these indicators. I do take this trend confluence pretty seriously. The only thing is right now I am leaning with a bullish bias still. Like I said, cautiously bullish. When I'm entering long positions, I'm very quick to close half of it and then update stop losses right now, because I just don't trust this volatility, because it has been it's been pretty crazy both directions. It's been a pretty wild last few days, so I've been having a blast. It's fun trading this volatility. But yeah, I don't really trust holding a position right now just because we are close to resistance levels. And although I still stand by what I was talking about, how we're not getting that harsh rejection from that 25K level. Yes, we've pulled back a little bit, but nothing too crazy happening in my opinion. There's still bulls to be found, people still willing to buy the dips. So things don't look all too bad in my opinion. And also hopping over to the 4 hour, since I have these indicators up right now. Another thing is, in my previous live stream, here, let me just clean this up a little bit. In my previous live stream, I was mentioning that, it looked like we were holding this trend confluence on the 4 hour chart. So I believe this is the daily trend confluence. But either way, I was just basically saying, we're getting candle bodies closes above it. We're wicking to this line a whole bunch, but we're not really closing below it. So I wouldn't really doubt it that we see some kind of a move to the upside. And yeah, we got a nice bounce. I mean, even if we just go from this trend confluence, it ended up getting, a 4% pump to the upside. So very nice that it was able to do that. And what I'm seeing right now is, even with this little scam wick that Bybit had, I mean, it got bought back up very close to that level again, so that's coming in handy there as well. This very faint gray line down below the price right now would be looking at possibly supporting the price. This is just the market flow, and it looks like it's starting to curl to the upside. So I don't know, there's still things going for the bulls here. I mean, I can't discredit that, yes, there's strong resistance up ahead, but it's nice to see that the indicators are still bullish a little bit. I mean, we still have these reversal warnings in a bullish manner here along the trend confluence, as I was talking about. So there's some things going for the chart, but like I said, just be cautious, you guys, because there is a lot of conflicting signals right now. I mean, you can see the oscillator 4 up here has hidden bearish divergences. The oscillator 5 down here has a hidden bearish divergence. So there's definitely, and as I mentioned, the hourly, the trend confluence had flipped bearish. And there was the, just above us, there's a lot of resistance here. So there's definitely some warning signals out there. So just proceed with caution. But I don't think all hope is lost. Like I said, I think there's still a very nice upward trajectory as far as the daily chart goes. We still have that higher high structure, haven't lost our higher low. I'm just saying be cautious, because I think there is still absolutely a chance that we come back and retest these higher lows, and that would be all the way down at about 21.4K. And as you can see, the indicator is actually agreeing with that. I can remove my own drawings here, and it drew a demand box right at that level that I'm outlining as the higher low. If I hop over to the 4 hour, you can see the same thing. It has this box here. And that being said, on the 4 hour here, it's actually predicting that we do, it's outlining that we do have this fairly strong demand zone here. So even if we lose this structure, at least there is still some support There's still some hope below for the bulls. And that's the nice thing about, I say it every video, it's nice that Bitcoin did take these little consolidation periods on the way up. We have been forming structure, so now when we get these pullbacks, there's actually something there that can potentially support the price. So I don't think things are all too bad at this point. Anyways, guys, what else can I point out here? Let's just hop over to the 5 minute. Yeah, like I said, I am in a long. I don't know how long it's going to last. I already closed half of it. What I was looking at was basically looking at a little bit of a triple bottom here, basically. Just a 5 minute, I was just looking for a scalp, and if I catch a runner with the other half of my position, great. If not, I get stopped at break even. That's fine. I already closed half of it. I was basically just looking at playing this range here, just like a 25x trade. Just basically looking to play. I think it was, what was it, 23,204 was my entry. So right about here, and I just played it up to, it was 23,435. Where was that? I was in this little wick right here is where I closed half of it. And like I said, it was a 25x, so it was about a 25% on half my position. The rest, we'll see what happens, but oh, sorry, got something in my throat here. But yeah, basically, like I said, I was just looking at a bit of a triple bottom there. With the Algo 3, I was also seeing these potential reversal warnings. It also brought up these beautiful demand zones here. Once again, I can remove my own drawings. And the indicator did map out these support levels here. So the fact we were getting some kind of a triple bottom there, I thought, you know, I think there's a chance that I can get a snipe up, either to the top of this range here, like I said, or even to the 1 hour trend confluence, which you can see that we're struggling with right now. But I figured that would be a good little scalp, so that's the one I'm in now. Hopefully I catch a runner with the other half of the position, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, hopefully you found this little bit of analysis useful. If you did appreciate this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And yeah, if you are interested in checking out these indicators, I have a referral link down below for a 15% discount if that is something that interests you. If not, it's totally up to you, no pressure there. I love these indicators, and as well being a part of the MDX Discord community, there's a lot of value in there as well, in my opinion. But yeah, with that, I think that's about all I wanted to go over today. So be vigilant, you guys. Like I said, I don't think the market's in too bad of a position right now, but there is just a couple warning signs that you shouldn't take too lightly as well. So with that, I'm out. Stay safe, my friends. Peace.